Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hi, it's me, Kate. I hope you are doing well. I am sorry that your reading is so late. I had some family stuff come up, and so I am a little behind for the week of August 2nd through the 8th, leading up into the Lionsgate portal. Really important for us to be focusing our attention and our energy on the things that we would like to manifest. Really important right now. We also have eclipses coming up this month, so we will see what is going on for you. Thanks for your patience. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am happy that you are here. I do a Celtic cross. I do a little bit different than other people, but this is the way I learned. So this is the way I do it. And if you like this reading, I would love to have you subscribe. All right, best energy for our friends, Taurus. You are coming in as the Magician. That is so beautiful. I mean, for a Lionsgate portal weekend, let's do it. 7 of Pentacles is the challenge, the thing that is crossing or covering you right now. The Star. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. The Magician and the Star. We will talk about all of this. And then the Chariot in your recent past. 7 of Wands as a potential energy. You've got the 7 of Cups in your future. Negative feelings, Queen of Cups. You've got the World in your external factors. Oh, well, that came out upside down, which I know my deck isn't upside down. We're going to take it upside down because that never happens. That's interesting. Very interesting. And then our outcome is the 5 of Pentacles. Not bad. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. I think my camera zoomed in or something. Very weird that we got that 6 of Wands. But we've got Judgment on the bottom of the deck. You've got a lot of major arcana, a lot of big energies happening here, Taurus. Let's walk through this and talk about it, okay? You are in the Magician energy as you're coming into this reading. You have everything that you need for this journey. All you have to do is focus your energy. So you've got your cups, you've got your wands, you've got your swords, you've got your pentacles, all 4 suits of the decks. And you just need to focus all of it on the thing that you want, and you are making magic happen. He's got infinity on his hood because he can make anything happen. Anything at all that you want is available to you. That's you right now, okay? So you, as you move through this entire journey, you are the Magician. Remember that. The energy that is challenging you right now, covering, crossing you, 7 of Pentacles, you have created something with a very solid foundation, a solid root system as you've planted all of your pentacles. But oh my gosh, why isn't this plant growing? You're wondering whether or not all of this work has been worth it. All of this focus has been worth it. So the challenge is for you to decide whether or not any of this is worth it. Now, you've got 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, and 7 of Cups. So 777 is your angel number for this week because out of 10, 11 cards, you have 3 sevens. Sevens are energy of consideration. He's considering whether or not it's worth it. This person is considering their power, and this person is considering their next what's going to feel good for me. So you are in a consideration phase right now. The basis of this entire reading is the Star. The Star is your wish. The Star is healing and wishes fulfilled. So that's the basis of this reading. This is the basis of you just getting through really hard times and getting what you want. She sees the star up in the sky and she's lassoing it and bringing it down to earth. She's making things happen. She's getting wishes fulfilled. It is a card of Aquarius. It is a card of also getting attention for the work that you've done, the things that you've put out into the world, getting attention for you being the star. All right. And I find that very interesting because that's the basis of the reading. And then that card that came out reversed, the 6 of Wands, this is a card of getting attention for your accomplishments. And I'm telling you, I go through my deck fairly often to make sure there's no reversals. So the fact that this is coming up reversed is an oddity. It is weird because I don't like to read reversals, but I am considering this. This isn't, to me, not telling you that you are not going to have an achievement, but because you have the star down here, I think you, and this is in your hopes and wishes, I think you don't want attention for your accomplishments. And that may be the thing that is kind of holding you back with the Seven of Pentacles, of considering, has this been worth it? Yes, it's been worth it, but I think you are considering the attention that you might get for the things that you're doing, and maybe you don't want the attention. You want the accomplishment. You want the good things to happen, but I don't think you want the attention that is associated with it. In your negative feelings, you have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is someone who is nurturing, knows who she wants. She's very in touch with her emotions. But this is in your negative feelings, and I think the attention is something that is making you a little uncomfortable because she knows what she wants to feel. And then this attention is happening, and she's like, I don't really need that. I'm pretty solid, and I know myself emotionally. I don't need the accolades. I just know what I need to accomplish and what I want to accomplish. But I don't want to be driven by those emotions of needing to have some kind of recognition outside of myself in order to achieve things. You want to be in your own energy as it relates to your accomplishments. I don't think you want to be tainted by other people's exposure, because this is in your basis. And with this being in your wishes, I'm just seeing those cards working together in this reading to say that you just want to achieve, but you don't necessarily want attention for it. You have the Judgment card on the bottom of the deck. This is supportive spiritual energy. This is right before you get to the World. And you have the World in your external factors. Some kind of long journey is ending in your world around you, but you fully understand what this is all about, and you're realizing that this journey has not necessarily been something that's been all you. You're realizing that you have been participating in Spirit's journey as your life is related to it. So Spirit has been infusing energy and lifting you up. This is a card of rebirthing, of understanding your journey, understanding yourself. And with you having negative feelings about this attention, I feel like you are just, you want to own this journey. You don't want other people to tell that story about your journey. I mean, I think about celebrities and how they all have publicists. They have very private lives. I mean, my husband used to work with a number of celebrities in the business that he was in, and they had very, very different private lives compared to who they were on stage or who they were in front of a camera. And I think you want to own all of that. You want to own your life. You want to own your accomplishment. You don't want the celebrity stories. At least that's what I'm seeing about all of this. I think the things that you have been working on have been worth it to you, but now you're getting some success, you're getting some recognition, and now you've got all of these people telling stories about what that accomplishment is, and you want to own the story about it. I think it's happened pretty quickly, though, because you have the Chariot in your immediate past. This could be the last 2 weeks, the last 2 months, it's just going to be different for everyone. But this is a focused success. Fast-moving, focused success. This, to me, is a reading about somebody who has really focused their attention, understands who they are and what they want to create, has done that. This is success here. You've gotten some success. You're realizing that you're the magician and you can make things happen. But now there's this whole other aspect about what you've created that you have to figure out how that fits into your life. And then in your future, you're moving into the Seven of Cups where you're spoiled for choice. I think when you get some kind of recognition, people come to you, let's say you're Taylor Swift, right? And you're Taylor Swift and you have achieved the pinnacle of the musical career. You're getting attention. You've got your publicist to handle all of the storytelling. But now people are coming to you saying, can you come sing at my cousin's 16th birthday party? And you're being given all of these choices. And I think that Queen of Cups energy is the thing that's going to help you figure out what are going to be the right choices. You've got the Queen of Cups here. Use her energy to make the choices. This is you being spoiled for choice. People are going to be coming to you with all sorts of different options. And if you're Taylor Swift, you are going to decide, I am doing a stadium tour and I'm not going to do 16-year-old birthdays. I'm not going to do any of these other events. I'm going to decide who I am and what I want to do because I'm the magician. A potential that you have is the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is a lot of chaotic energy around you, and you're turning your attention away from that and going into your power. Look at how her solar plexus is all lit up there, and her head is turned away from these chaotic wands that are pointing at her. That is your potentials, and that is part of what contributes to this success, is that you are turning your attention away from all of the chaos that the success is bringing you so that you can stay in your own power, so that you can stay in a self-directed place. The Chariot energy, focus. Magician energy, focus. Now we have too many options. We just have to use this energy of focus, turn our attention away from chaos. Don't let it take you off of your game and away from your power, and stay focused. Use that Queen energy to really direct you into the right decisions for you. You will know. Queen of Cups, she knows. Cups energy is about what feels good in your body. Queen energy is all about the knowing. This is really, really beautiful. I mean, in your external environment, you're getting that World card, and the World is being on top of the world. It is the pinnacle of achievement, and then you're getting all this attention, but that coming reversed, I don't think you want the attention. It's interesting to me that we have the Five of Pentacles coming as an outcome. This is someone who's typically worried about money, but all she has to do is raise her head and look around. The key is right there. The money is right behind her. You just have to change your perspective. I think if you are in your Magician energy, your Chariot energy, and your Queen of Cups energy, and even in your Star, you have so much positive energy here. You can choose to lift your head up and see that the money has always been right behind you. It's just, fives are energy of change. And so the Five of Pentacles is about changing your mind and changing your viewpoint about money. There's a lot of choice energy with the sevens and with the Five of Pentacles of choosing how you are going to define and how you're going to frame this experience. It's worth it because you have the achievement, but is it worth it if you get a ton of attention? It's worth it to choose the one thing that is most meaningful to you. And it's worth it when you choose your own power. So you just need to stay really centered and everything's going to work out just fine. You're getting your wishes fulfilled. I think it's just coming with a little extra baggage. Let's pull some clarifiers here and see what else Spirit would like to say to you. All right. Clarifier number 1. We are getting the Six of Wands coming out again, this time upright. This is you getting some kind of achievement and getting attention for that achievement. You'll have to decide how you feel about it. You know, I mean, getting attention can be good, but don't let it go to your head because, you know, they like you one day and you're only as good as your last hit, right? That's one thing. I used to have this boss. He would always post in our thing called Slack. It was a way people communicated to each other in text messages and whatnot. And he'd post all these accolades for someone, and he'd do it to me. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm not even going to own this because I know it's just, now I'm set, my bar is set even higher. And I don't want my value of myself to be dependent on pleasing him. I want to be valuable to myself because of what I know I can do and what I do. I don't want it to be about the money. I don't want it to be about what my boss says about me. I want it to be about myself and what I know myself to be, not what other people are saying, because that doesn't matter. It goes away. It is so fleeting. All right, next clarifier. Queen of Swords. Beautiful energy to come through as a clarifier with all of this, because you have a lot of choices to make, and she sees things clearly. She sees things clearly, and she cuts through the BS, and she knows exactly what's going on. She knows, and she knows in her mind. Then you've got the Queen of Cups, who knows in her heart. Beautiful. Wow, this is such a great reading. I am loving this. I hope you're loving it too. If you're getting something out of this, hit that like button down below. All right, one more clarifier, and we are getting strength. That's beautiful. This is about the inner strength. This is about the knowing strength, of knowing yourself, knowing your own strength. It's quiet strength, right? She is not fighting the lion there. She's just got her hand on the lion's head, and the lion is tamed in her presence. This is another card that has the infinity symbol above her head, same as with the magician. She is so strong, she can create whatever she wants. She just has to decide whatever she wants. Now, the strength card can mean that you went through something strengthening. You know, if you ever have built muscle in your life, you may have noticed you have to go stress your muscles and lift heavy things. So you may have gone through some stress, rested, taken care of yourself. Spiritual strength and physical strength are kind of the same type of thing. It requires stress and then realizing who you really are and rest. So that might be a call for you to rest as well. Let's pull some of these tea leaf cards, and you are getting money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Well, I think that's beautiful with the Five of Pentacles coming out. Change your mindset, change your viewpoint, lift your head up, look around. You have successful completion all around you. So I think that is true. You do have money all around you because the outcome of this whole reading is the Five of Pentacles, realizing the money's been there all along. You've got Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Well, I feel like this is definitely a reading of being on the right path. Inkpot, problems to be resolved. Well, you can take that as it resonates. I always think the problem's in our head anyway. Chair, empty, someone leaving your life. I don't know who that might be. You're going to have to take that one as it resonates. Sometimes those come out and they totally support the whole thing, and sometimes they're a little oddball, but I mean, I'm reading for a collective, so there might be one of you that is having someone leave their life. But if you don't feel like that's you, you know, you leave that message. You take what resonates for you and you leave the rest behind, as with any reading. And this is an exercise in your own intuition. This isn't just me reading the cards. I will tell you what I see, but then you are the only one in this reading that knows your life 100%. So you have to be able to look at this and say, you know, I see how that relates, but also this other stuff, So you have to take what resonates. Let's see what message we have from the universe. These are messages from the universe cards, and we have, when you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. Let's put that next to the Seven of Wands. Well, I think this was a beautiful reading. I see success. I totally see success, but make sure you celebrate your success on your own terms. Thank you so much for being here, Taurus. I will see you in the next reading.